Have you ever lived this way, my dear? Trying to plan everything, control everything, manage every tiny detail, as if the weight of the entire universe depended on your next move. Have you ever laid in bed, wide awake, your mind spinning with what ifs and how will this work out? Have you ever felt that if you could just do a little more, push a little harder, fix a little faster, somehow finally everything would fall into place? I know that feeling. I lived that way once too. I believed that control equaled safety. I believed that planning equaled peace. But what I discovered, and what I want you to feel deep in your heart today, is this. Life was never meant to be controlled. It was meant to be trusted. You see, life is not a straight line, no matter how much we wish it to be. It is not the perfect geometry of squares and angles. It is a river, curving, winding, spiraling with grace. It moves in seasons and rhythms, not schedules and spreadsheets. When you try to control the river, you fight the current. When you fight the current, you exhaust your spirit. But when you flow with it, you are carried, you are guided, you are healed. I often say, life is a flow of experiences. When we resist, we suffer. When we flow, we heal. When we let go of the illusion of control, we step into partnership with the divine. We begin to trust that there is a greater order, a divine order, quietly orchestrating everything on our behalf. Even when things seem to fall apart, something higher is falling into place. You were never meant to be the river. You were meant to flow with it. When you relax into that truth, the tightness in your chest begins to loosen. The worry softens. The overthinking quiets. You start to realize life is not something happening to you. It is something happening through you. The same intelligence that turns seeds into flowers and tides into waves is the same intelligence that guides your steps. So take a deep breath, my love. Inhale peace, exhale control. Imagine yourself as a golden leaf floating gently down a calm, shining river. You don't have to know where you're going. You don't have to push or paddle. You are held. You are supported. You are being carried exactly where you're meant to go. Whisper softly. I relax into the natural flow of life. I trust the process. Feel those words settle into your body like sunlight on water. The mind, of course, will try to pull you back into control. It will say, but what if I stop trying and everything falls apart? My dear, everything that is meant for you can never leave you. And everything that is not meant for you will never stay, no matter how tightly you grip it. Let life breathe again. Let life lead again. The art of flow is the art of allowing life to be what it is without needing it to be perfect. Allowing yourself to rest, to pause, to be human. Allowing your path to unfold moment by moment instead of rushing ahead of it. Because when you live in flow, peace becomes your natural state, and miracles find you with ease. Now, let's talk about something deeply sacred. Rest. I want to ask you a simple but honest question. Do you really know how to rest? Not just physically stopping, but truly resting. In body, in mind, in spirit. Most people don't. Most people collapse, but they don't rest. They sit down, but their mind is still racing. They stop working, but they start worrying. They turn off the lights, but their inner world is still full of noise. That is not rest. That is tension disguised as stillness. Rest is not idleness. It's a return to harmony. It is the moment your inner rhythm syncs again with the rhythm of the universe. When you rest, you are not being lazy. You are being wise. You are honoring the truth that your energy is sacred and cannot be poured endlessly without being renewed. When you rest, you realign. You come back to the quiet center within you, that still, steady place where divine intelligence whispers. In the quiet, I hear my own wisdom, but you cannot hear that wisdom when you are running, fixing, or constantly striving. You must first be still. Think about nature for a moment. The ocean does not crash against the shore all day long. The waves pull back before they rise again. The earth itself has seasons of stillness. Winter is not a mistake. It is the planet's way of gathering energy for spring. If the entire universe rests, why should you be any different? Your worth is not measured by your productivity. You do not have to earn rest. You do not have to deserve stillness. Rest is your birthright. Rest is how you remember that you are not your work, your achievements, or your responsibilities. You are life itself, deserving of calm and care. So I want you to make a sacred promise to yourself. Give yourself 10 minutes a day to do absolutely nothing. No phone, no noise, no planning. Just sit, maybe by a window, maybe in your garden, maybe with your hand over your heart, and breathe. Let the silence hold you. Let the air fill you. Let the tension melt from your shoulders. At first, your mind may protest. It might whisper, "You're wasting time." But smile gently and answer, "I'm not wasting time. I'm coming home to myself." The moment you give yourself permission to stop, you will feel life return to you. Because rest is not the absence of movement. It is the presence of peace. It is where your body heals, your intuition sharpens, and your heart begins to open again. Being is always more powerful than doing. You don't attract miracles through effort. You attract them through alignment. When you are calm, the universe moves with you. When you are peaceful, life listens. When you are rested, inspiration finds you naturally. I've seen it countless times. The answer you've been chasing for months arrives the moment you stop chasing it. The person you've been waiting for appears when you release the longing. The clarity you've been seeking comes when you stop forcing it. That is the quiet magic of rest. So right now, as you sit here with me, I want you to whisper softly, "I trust the process of life. I am safe doing nothing for a while." Feel how your heart slows. Feel how your breath deepens. Feel how peace begins to spread like light through your body. This is what it means to live with the flow of the universe. It's not about giving up. It's about giving over, handing your worries, your timelines, your need to control to something infinitely wiser than your mind. When you rest, you make space for miracles. When you flow, you become one with life. When you trust, everything begins to work beautifully, gracefully, perfectly, without struggle. My love, you are safe to let go. You are safe to stop pushing. You are safe to rest. The river of life already knows exactly where to take you. So breathe, soften, and repeat this truth with me one more time. I relax into the natural flow of life. I trust the process. I am guided, I am safe, and all is well in my world. And as you say it, know this: you have never fallen out of the flow. You've only forgotten how to float. Life has been carrying you all along. And now, my dear, let's talk about something that quietly lives in the background of so many lives. Something that steals our peace, our joy, and our ability to flow with life. The anxiety of survival. You see, it's almost invisible because it hides behind thoughts like, what if I lose this? What if I can't pay that? What if it doesn't work out? These questions don't sound dramatic. They sound responsible. But underneath them is fear. And fear, no matter how practical it looks, always blocks the flow of life. You cannot swim freely if you are holding your breath in fear. You cannot receive divine guidance while your mind is occupied by survival. It's like trying to tune in to a soft piece of music while standing in the middle of a storm. The signal can't reach you because the noise of worry is too loud. And yet, my love, the universe is always speaking, always guiding, always supporting. You don't need to scream to be heard. You only need to soften to listen. Fear, at its root, is the belief that you are separate. Separate from abundance, from safety, from divine protection. It whispers, it's all on you. And when you believe that, your body tightens, your heart closes, and your breath becomes shallow. You begin to live from your head instead of your heart, from tension instead of trust. That's why people who are constantly afraid feel tired all the time. They're swimming against the current of their own life. But you see, faith and fear cannot coexist. They are two different frequencies. When you are in faith, your energy opens. When you are in fear, it closes. When you trust life, you expand. When you doubt life, you shrink. And the moment you shift from fear to faith, even just a little, something begins to change. Doors open, people show up, ideas appear, the right timing unfolds, the flow returns. I want you to think about this truth. The moment you relax, life rushes in to support you. Because it's true. Have you ever noticed how solutions often appear only after you stop forcing them? How the right person calls only after you've given up worrying? How peace arrives the moment you finally say, I surrender? That's not coincidence, that's flow. That's the universe waiting patiently for you to stop resisting its help. Worry is not love. Worry is mistrust disguised as care. Many of us learn to equate worry with love. We think that if we stop worrying, it means we don't care. But the opposite is true. Real love is peaceful. Real love trusts. Real love says, I care enough to believe that everything will work out. The anxiety of survival, this deep, ancient fear of not being safe, lives in the body, not just the mind. It lives in the tightening of your chest, in the clenching of your jaw, in the way you rush through your day as if time is always running out. But the truth is, there is no race. There is no clock counting down. There is only this moment, and in this moment, you are safe. Take a breath right now and remind yourself, I am safe now. I am guided now. Everything I need is provided at the right time. Feel those words not just in your head, but in your body. Let them land. The body relaxes when it hears the truth. The soul softens when it feels safe. You see, fear cuts off creativity. You cannot dream new dreams when you're in survival mode. You cannot hear divine guidance when you're just trying to make it through the day. Fear keeps you in the smallest room in your mind, the one with no windows and no doors, when life is waiting for you in the open fields of possibility. So today, I want to invite you to do something very gentle, but very powerful. Take a piece of paper and write down 3 things that are currently making you anxious about the future. It could be money, it could be your health, it could be your purpose or your relationships. Whatever they are, write them down honestly. Let the words come from your heart, not your mind. Then, underneath each one, write this affirmation. I am safe now. I am guided now. Everything I need is provided at the right time. And as you write, don't rush. Feel it. Feel the shift happening. You are moving from fear to faith. You are stepping out of survival and into flow. You are teaching your mind that it doesn't have to carry everything alone. The truth is, you are not responsible for figuring everything out. You are responsible only for staying open, staying calm, staying connected. When you do that, life takes care of the details. When you move from fear to faith, you stop blocking the current. You allow it to move again. Do you know why the universe can't fill your hands when they're clenched? Because there's no space to receive. Fear clenches. Faith opens. The moment you open your energy, the blessings that were already waiting for you can finally enter. The job, the opportunity, the healing, the love, it was never missing. It was just waiting for you to relax enough to let it in. So many people believe that worrying keeps them safe. But in truth, worrying keeps you stuck. Worrying doesn't protect you from tomorrow. It robs you of today. And the only way to prepare for the future is to be fully alive in the present. Because all your power, all your peace, all your guidance, it all lives right here, right now. I want you to imagine a beautiful image with me. You are standing in the middle of a wide golden river. The water is warm. The current is strong but gentle. You can feel it moving beneath your feet. Now imagine that each time you take a deep breath and release your fear, the water carries it away. Your worries dissolve like mist. You don't have to swim against it. You don't have to fight it. You only have to float. And the river, my love, is life itself. It knows where it's going. It knows how to carry you there. You are part of that movement. You are not separate from it. You don't have to control the flow. You only have to trust it. Fear is the mind's way of saying, I don't know what will happen. Faith is the heart's way of replying, I don't need to know. I trust that it will be good. Every time you choose faith, even in small ways, you build a bridge back to peace. You might not see the full path ahead, but you will always see the next step. And that's enough. Because peace is not the absence of problems. It's the presence of trust. So today, whenever your mind starts to worry about the future, place your hand on your heart and say softly, I am safe now. I am guided now. Everything I need is provided at the right time. Say it until you feel your breath deepen. Say it until your shoulders relax. Say it until you remember that you are not alone. You are supported by the same power that turns night into day, the same intelligence that makes flowers bloom, the same grace that breathes through every living thing. You don't have to force the flow. You don't have to fear the future. You just have to trust that you are part of something vast, kind, and wise, because you are. And when you trust that, truly trust it, you will feel life move again, effortlessly, beautifully, faithfully. And all the things you were once afraid of losing will transform into things you can finally enjoy. Breathe, relax. You are safe. And life, my dear, is on your side. Well, let me ask you something, my dear. How often do you truly live here in this very moment, not thinking about what's next, not replaying what already happened, but simply being here, breathing, feeling, noticing life as it unfolds around you? You see, most people live everywhere except the present. Their bodies may be in the now, but their minds are stuck in the past or racing toward the future. And that's where suffering begins. We have been taught that joy is a destination, that if we just work a little harder, achieve a little more, fix one more thing, then we'll be happy. But happiness is not waiting for you in some future event. Happiness is available right now, in this breath, in this moment. The future is just a thought. The past is just a memory. The only place life ever truly happens is here, now. I love a quote that says, "The worst thing you can say about something is that it has no present." Isn't that beautiful? When you are not present, you are missing your life as it is happening. You're there, but not really there. You're alive, but not really living. You're breathing, but forgetting to feel it. And this, my dear, is why so many people feel empty, even when their lives look full. They are surrounded by blessings, but can't taste them because their mind is always somewhere else. The point of power is always in the present moment. I've said that for many years because it's the truth that changes everything. All healing happens now. All joy happens now. All creation begins now. You cannot change the past and you cannot control the future, but you can choose how you meet this moment, and that choice determines everything. When you bring your attention fully into the now, anxiety begins to dissolve. Worry lives in the future, in the land of what if. Regret lives in the past, in the world of if only. But peace only lives here. Presence is the bridge between anxiety and calm, between fear and faith. So let's practice together. Take a deep, slow breath in through your nose and exhale gently through your mouth. Now whisper softly, "This moment is all I need." Say it again. Let it become your anchor. Because when you anchor yourself in this moment, the waves of worry cannot pull you away. Now I want you to tune in, right now, to what is already here. Can you hear the sounds around you? Maybe it's the hum of your home, the song of a bird, the rhythm of your own heartbeat. Can you smell the air? Maybe fresh, maybe warm, maybe familiar. Can you see the light, soft, dim, or bright, wrapping gently around your space? Can you feel the air on your skin, the steadiness of your breath, the quiet presence of your body supporting you? And most importantly, can you feel what's happening inside your heart right now? Even if there's sadness, even if there's uncertainty, even if there's joy, can you just be with it without trying to fix it or change it? Because the moment you stop running from your emotions and start allowing them, something magical happens. Peace enters. Presence is not about perfection. It's not about having a quiet mind all the time. It's about awareness. It's about noticing what's here without judgment. You can be fully present even in a noisy world. You can be centered even in chaos. You can be still even when everything is moving. That is the beauty of presence. It's not the absence of motion, it's the presence of consciousness. When you live in the present, you begin to see that joy was never missing. You were just distracted. You begin to realize that beauty was always here, in the light, the laughter, the small moments you once rushed past. Joy does not live in some future success. It lives in the simplicity of being. This moment is your teacher. It's inviting you to breathe deeper, to soften, to remember that you are alive. Right now, there is nothing you need to fix, nothing you need to chase, nothing you need to prove. You can rest in the perfection of this breath, because this moment, this quiet, simple, beautiful moment, is enough. The next time your mind races ahead, worrying about tomorrow, replaying yesterday, gently bring yourself back with this affirmation. I am here now. I am safe now. This moment is my point of power. Feel the strength in that. Because when you are here, you are powerful. When you are here, you are whole. And you'll begin to notice something miraculous. The more present you become, the more life opens to you. Opportunities appear. People show up. Synchronicities happen. It's not magic. It's alignment. When you are fully present, You're vibrating in harmony with the flow of the universe. You're no longer running ahead of it or lagging behind. You're dancing with it. So, my dear, don't postpone joy. Don't wait for a perfect day or perfect condition. The perfect moment is always now. And right now, you can smile. You can breathe. You can whisper softly, "This moment is all I need," because it is. And when you live this way, with presence, with gratitude, with awareness, your entire life transforms. The ordinary becomes sacred. The simple becomes miraculous. And you, just by being here, become a living expression of peace. So stay here, stay in this breath, stay in your heart, stay in the now, because this is where your power lives. This is where your peace begins. And this is where joy has been waiting for you all along. My dear, let's come to one of the most beautiful truths we will ever learn. Everything happens in divine order. Nothing in your life has been random. Nothing has been wasted. Even the detours, the delays, the heartbreaks, and the waiting periods were all sacred threads in a divine tapestry, being woven for your highest good. You see, the universe doesn't operate on human schedules. It operates on alignment. When something hasn't arrived yet, it's not because you're behind. It's because the moment is still being prepared in perfect timing. I trust the process of life. I am always in the right place at the right time. Those are not just words. They are a vibration, a declaration that you live under divine intelligence, not human limitation. The mind often says, "Why is this taking so long?" But the heart knows, delay is not denial. Delay is preparation. Delay is protection. When you are not yet ready for what you've asked for, the universe holds it safely, not to punish you, but to preserve you until you can receive it fully. You see, the universe is never late. It is never early. It is always on time, because it moves by rhythm, not rush. Everything you've prayed for, worked for, and hoped for is already on its way to you. But sometimes the path it takes looks different than what you imagined. Sometimes the door you wanted to open stays closed because it wasn't your door. Sometimes something you thought was lost forever turns out to have been divinely redirected. And that's why trust is not waiting. It's surrendering control. It's saying, "I may not understand this right now, but I choose to believe that this too is part of my good." When you truly trust, you stop grasping and you start receiving. You stop trying to push the river and you start floating with it. And the more you let go, the more the universe flows through you. I want you to think of a time in your life when something didn't go as planned, a job that didn't work out, a relationship that ended, a plan that fell apart. At the time, it may have broken your heart. But now, looking back, can you see how it led you somewhere better? Can you see how it shaped you, refined you, redirected you towards something truer? That is divine order at work. That is grace disguised as disruption. The mind always wants certainty. It wants to know the how and the when. But your soul came here to experience trust, to learn that you don't need to know everything to feel safe. The seed does not question the soil. It simply grows. The moon does not rush to become full. It trusts its own cycle. You are no different. Life is not withholding from you. It is preparing you. And when the timing is right, nothing and no one can stop what is meant for you. So today, instead of asking, "When will it happen?" try asking, "How can I be more at peace while I wait?" Because the moment you release the need to control, you align yourself with the natural rhythm of the universe. You begin to notice small signs, synchronicities, gentle nudges, subtle alignments. showing you that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Take a deep breath with me now. Place your hand gently over your heart and whisper, "I trust the timing of my life." Feel that truth vibrate through your body. Every breath you take is happening at the perfect time. Every heartbeat knows its rhythm. Every experience you've ever had brought you to this very moment, and this moment is sacred. Say this too: everything I need comes to me with grace and ease. And let those words soften you, because when you truly trust, life becomes softer. The resistance fades, the worry quiets. You begin to feel guided, protected, and deeply supported. The flow of life was never gone. It was simply waiting for your permission to move again. And now, as we come to the close of this message, I want you to remember this truth. To flow is to live. To resist is to suffer. Every time you fight life, you create pain. Every time you allow it, you create peace. You are not here to control the river. You are here to dance with it. You are here to trust its timing, rest in its rhythm, and know that every bend, every turn, every still pool has meaning. So let's reflect on what we've learned together today. Flow, don't force. When you let go, everything begins to move again. Rest is a form of wisdom. It allows the universe to work on your behalf. Fear blocks flow. Trust restores it. You cannot receive while you're holding your breath. The present moment is your home, the only place where joy, healing, and power exist. And the universe never makes mistakes. Every detail of your journey has been chosen with love. You are part of that divine intelligence. You are not separate from it. The same power that keeps the stars in motion beats your heart every day. You are safe to trust it. You are safe to rest in it. You are safe to let life unfold for you, not against you. So as you take this message with you, whisper one last affirmation with me. I trust the process of life. Everything I need comes to me in perfect time and order. I flow with grace. I live with ease. I am guided. I am loved. I am exactly where I need to be. If you have listened this far, my dear, then let me bless you, truly bless you, from the deepest place of my heart. May peace surround you. May your worries dissolve into faith. May every cell in your body relax into trust. May your life begin to flow again with effortless grace. And may you always remember, you don't need to chase what is meant for you. Just stay open. Just stay present. Just stay kind to yourself. Life is carrying you even now, and all is well in your world.